Hello, hello, welcome back. It is Dana. We are here doing Peaky Blinders Season 5, Episode 2. It is called Black Cats. Last episode was Black Tuesday. I'm wondering if we're going to see a theme this season. I'm not willing to look ahead to find out, but I am a little curious. That said, last episode was the first one of Season 5, and it felt a little different. So I'm going to try to do a quick recap, but we know I am bad at quick recaps, but we're going to try anyway. So, last episode, the sort of bigger things that happened were Arthur gets a letter from what seems like maybe a rival gang, sort of, essentially. And I think they were probably, like, asking for something. Or maybe the Peaky Blinders asked them for something, and they wrote back, and they're like, we've never even heard of you, Peaky Blinders. We don't know who you are, blah, blah, blah. So, Tommy sends Aberama and some other dude to, like, go to this gang of people or whatever, and I guess he, like, shoots them, and he's like, you know who we are now, right? And Tommy told Finn to stay out of it. But Finn was like, I'm young and I gotta prove myself and yada, yada, yada. So he goes and gets involved and gets shot. And now now Aberama has to pull the bullet out and yada, yada, yada. They're bleeding underneath couch. But the point is that Finn is sort of getting involved now, even though Tommy told him not to, and he's trying to keep, like, all of the family outside of that part of the business right now. So that happened. Other big thing that happened is stock market crash, and Michael is in Chicago, maybe? I think he's in maybe Chicago. But he's, I guess, running sort of the operations over in America, and the stock market crashes, and apparently we find out that they sort of had an idea that it was going to happen ahead of time, and Tommy had told Michael to take everything out of the market. Michael took it upon himself to decide that his sources knew better and that they were going to be fine. So at home, Tommy thinks that their money is fine because Michael took it out. Michael did not take the money out, so he's freaking out because he completely disobeyed Tommy. And now, back at home, Arthur tells Tommy, like, Michael didn't take the money out, essentially. So I'm hoping that this episode we get that confrontation between Michael, who's on his way back, and Tommy. And I'm very curious to see how that plays itself out. Because a running theme of that episode, too, was Tommy complaining that nobody ever listens to him, which is really true and shouldn't be true because Tommy's right about everything all the damn time. But that happened. The other thing that happened was, all right, let me see if I can figure this out. The family is upset with Tommy because he keeps doing things and, like, not telling them about it. So I guess something happened, and I'm trying to remember. But make a long story short, he did something, didn't tell the family. They were annoyed that they didn't know, and he was, like, essentially, like, listen, the thing is, like, there was, like, maybe, like, a pimp or something blackmailing somebody from the government. So the government got Tommy to get people to kill him, and the family was mad, and Tommy's trying to explain to him that, like, he's a bad guy, and, like, trust me, this is the guy that you want dead. It was a little confusing, and I didn't remember it being confusing until now when I'm trying to retell it. So maybe I missed something, and maybe we'll pick up on that again in this episode. But the other important thing I think that happened was there was a journalist who came to interview Tommy about, essentially, how did he become what he is now? Because he's, like, the head of the Labor Party or whatever. And he's sort of trying to, like, tease out these, like, oh, but I know you're a bad guy, essentially. I know what you did. I was there back in Birmingham when you started, and I know about you, and yada, yada, yada. And of course, Tommy being Tommy is already ready to go with this, and he's got blackmail or whatever. Anyway, he knows that the reporter is gay, and he's going to expose him, essentially, if he, I guess, runs this story on Tommy. And then, not too long later, the reporter is killed by two guys. And that's sort of where I thought about how Tommy has sort of really changed at this point. Now, not to say that Tommy wouldn't kill somebody prior to this or have somebody killed, because we've seen it happen on a multitude of occasions, but it seems like this didn't need to happen. It seems like the two of them could have worked out a deal, which seems like something Tommy would have done in the past. You don't say anything about me, I don't say anything about you, we go our separate ways and have a good life, which I thought was sort of what they had done, and then he had the reporter killed. So, or maybe it wasn't Tommy. Maybe I'm projecting. Maybe it wasn't Tommy that had him killed. Maybe it was somebody who was mad that he wasn't reporting on, that he made the deal with Tommy. I don't know. So maybe I'm wrong. I guess we'll find out. But so much for a short introduction, because this is probably the longest introduction that I have done in a while. So let's just go ahead and jump in and see what we got. So here we go. Peaky Blinders, Season 5, Episode 2, Black Cats. Let's do it. Oh, also Ada's pregnant by, I think, a black guy, and that's why everybody is sort of concerned. But she hasn't told them yet. But at least to me right now, that's the least interesting part of this story. What the fuck? He just ran out with a machine gun. What did you see from your window? This is a really great shot. I don't know anything about cinematography, but that was pretty to look at. Okay. Oh, shit. What if he hadn't even made it over there because of that? Am I correct in thinking that that is some kind of, like, landmine device? Yep, I am fairly sure. But now, how did he even make it over there? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God, that's a long walk back. Fuck, man. Oh, God, it's gonna be a rough one. And I'm guessing that he has experience doing this from his time in the war, but I'm also thinking that this is gonna really screw with his PTSD that he's got going on right now. Is he realizing that they're not, like, active, maybe? Or does he know, based on what it is, who did it? Who put them there? Or is he just angry? See, here's the thing, like... Oh, shit! You're... Desad! Stop! Ah! Jesus Christ! Stop! Stop! Oh, my God! Stop! Stop! Both of you, stop! No, 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 no! like, I believe that Tommy probably won't die right now because there's, but the kid could.
There's a friend coming for you.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Whoever's calling the operator will have their number. And I'll call them back.
Oh, my God.
You play loudly, you might hear some bangs.
Oh my God, how do you live this kind of life? Now, who's to say they're not over here, too? So, earlier, when he was poised, was that him like, fuck it, I'm just gonna take myself out? And then he decided against it? Oh, Jesus. Holy shit. Fuck.
I just missed a call. Where was he from? Belfast. Here, can you put me through? Tommy, don't move.
My name is Captain Swing, calling from the occupied Sixth County. And there are some people from the other side of our neat little city that want you dead.
Yeah.
Michael was in his cabin aboard the SS Monroe in Belfast Dock, making deals with the very men who want you dead.
Tommy, they're lying.
Or we can send them home and you can deal with them.
Send him home.
Very well, Mr. Shelby. But be informed that yours was talking to representatives from the County Tyrone and Glasgow UVF about how they divide up the English racetracks after they'd blown away your legs.
Why you were doing me this favour?
Yeah, like, why is she doing this? That's my question.
That since your conversion to socialism, you're now on the side of the angels. And angels can be useful to us.
Alright, so now I'm even more interested in this confrontation between Michael and Tommy, because we already had a whole bunch of shit that he was in trouble for, and now this? Michael says he's lying, but in what universe would this occupied people make that up? Like, it seems like a strange thing to make up.
Mr. Shelby, the violin teacher wants to know what all those bangs were.
Don't worry, everyone's fine.
Fireworks. Was trying them out for Saturday.
You promised the doctor not until after dark.
It's pretty dark, Francis.
Jesus.
I'll get you trying to stop what to do with it.
Where's he going? What happened here?
Go on.
She's just somebody from last night who happened to get drunk and sleep here? Oh, somebody else is here.
Wake up.
Well, that's Finn.
Sit down.
What do I have to do? To make you fucking listen to me.
I have no idea.
Took a bin, run around the streets with a fucking gun in your hand. Somebody has to.
Yeah, but that somebody's not you.
Then we've got people for that kind of work.
Exactly.
Soldiers, captains and corporals.
Well, then what am I?
I mean, we don't have time for this, Finn.
You're a general, Finn. You understand? You're a fucking Shelby. So, you're a general. When did you last see a general anywhere near the blood and the puke? Finn? Finn?
We don't have time for this. We got too much
This is the
other
police.
shit going on.
And I've got armor gold. Good from you. First and last.
You can clean up. Put some clothes on. Nice suits.
I've met this girl and I'd like to get married.
Fuck off. Go. Go.
She likes the life, eh? We'll find one that hates it. Look at him. That's what he did. Now he's chairman of the board.
Yeah, but his wife likes the life. Now.
Lizzie and Ruby. Are they still at yours?
You coming home today, she said. You'll be home later.
She's been talking about me.
I listen to him half the time.
Yeah. Well, everything she says is true.
Trying to remember what happened
Like the life, Tommy.
I don't like the fucking life.
last
I don't
episode.
like the fucking life. I don't like that Michael is coming back today.
Oh, shit.
Drying her eyes from Liverpool, Act 3. Polly will be there. Take a weapon. Tell Moss.
You can't sleep.
Well, he could never sleep from the day we met him.
I dream.
That you're back in France.
In my dream.
Or
Someone wants my crown. Think it might be Michael. Call me at 3.
I'm trying to remember what happened last episode. I'm pretty sure Lizzie was upset that he wasn't spending any time with her or Ruby, I think.
Mr. Shelby, the police are here to see you.
Police aren't allowed in here.
He's not in uniform and said it's very unofficial.
There was a shooting 2 days ago. A man died.
Is that the where they
His
sent
name was Levitt. He was a
Golden?
journalist.
Oh, that guy.
The night before he was shot, he came here to see you.
Yes, he did.
I was wondering what his business here was.
This doesn't seem very unofficial. Hurry up, we're running out of time.
Mr. Levitt was a queer. Some may think it was one of his queer friends.
I get the feeling that with a little provocation, you could be very persistent. A man who walks in the park with other men dies in Main Vale, and you come to me.
How did you know
As
he
well
was
as his diary.
walking in the park with
We
other
have his
men?
notebook.
It's 3 o'clock. He gotta go.
Your time's up, Mr. Stacker.
Alright, so they definitely think it was him. I mean, I think it was him. Until I thought maybe I was wrong. Alright. Come on. What's happening with Michael now? So Tommy thinks that Michael is trying to, like, usurp him? Fucking Polly, man. Is she gonna slap him in the face?
This is Gina. The captain married us on board. She's my wife, Mum. At least look at her.
Tommy said to ask you to tell me the truth.
Maybe we could talk about this at another time.
Yes. Let's go home and we can talk.
You have no home until you tell me the truth.
Michael! Welcome to Birmingham, eh?
I feel like his wife is gonna be dead soon.
I was then taken off the ship by 2 men.
At gunpoint.
I'm speaking to my son.
Fuck you.
Fuck you!
Fuck you too, Arthur. This is my fucking wife. I bring her home to this.
Well, where you going now, right? Hmm? Introduce me at least.
Look at this. This is my fucking people. Do you know the truth? I did not betray my fucking family.
I've booked you a suite at the Midland Hotel.
Well,
See, the
isn't...
Midland Hotel is Tommy's little kingdom.
Why are you
Where all the
so upset
reporters
right
keep
now?
an eye. Where all the telephone exchange girls are reporting on my calls.
Until we know you're clean.
Go and phone Tommy.
Tell him what?
Polly says Michael's telling the truth.
All right, Pop.
Is that a code word for Michael is not telling the truth, but Michael has to overhear it?
Welcome to the family, Gina Gray.
enough.
We are the people and we've had enough.
I move in favour of the amendment.
Mr. Shelby. And who is this pretty finch?
My sister.
Who's pregnant?
Dangerous.
Oh, we adore dangerous.
Whiskey.
Irish. Give him one from my bottle. And one for myself. In fact, bring the bottle. We have a mutual acquaintance. May Carlton. You know, I was rather hoping we might have this meeting alone.
Well, you
My
were
sister
wrong.
is my political advisor.
And my advice just now was don't meet Mr. Mosley.
I'm impatient for my fucking whiskey.
Oh!
Bennett!
Well, I don't like him.
May Carlton spoke about you the way I imagined.
Because it appears you are moving away from the party in a different direction.
Which direction is that?
Towards fascism.
We are the people and we have had enough.
Yes, you seem very fixated on that.
I am my own revolution.
And you prefer Irish to Scotch. Like all things regarding Ireland, it is complex. Yes.
Does he know something about Tommy's past with the IRA?
Where do you stand on the Irish question, Mr. Shelby?
Never been asked this.
What is the Irish
Tommy,
question?
I am the people, and I have had enough.
Thank
We're
you.
looking for somebody involved for promotion. Junior Minister to the Duchy of Lancaster.
I don't know what that
As my
means.
concern, Ireland bores me. Thanks for the whiskey, Mr. Mosley.
I'm not sure how I feel
What
about,
the fuck was that about?
yeah, what's going on here.
It's been Ireland's day all fucking day long. Ask him about Michael.
Ask them what about him?
Who he's been seeing, who he's been meeting, what deals he's made.
Tommy, why don't you come back with me? Huh? You can play chess with Carl. I'll make some calls.
My chair, my throne. People thinking I'm gonna fall. They start behaving in a different way around you.
Who thinks that?
Who's gonna take the throne, eh? Linda, she wants them for Arthur. Aberama Gold, people in the north. Michael.
I can't tell if he's paranoid right now or if this is actually happening.
Go on. I need to get back to Birmingham.
I honestly don't know if he's just being paranoid. But I mean, at some point, when you're at the top, there's nowhere to go but down.
You armed?
That's... Is that a...
Please consider putting your weapons behind the bar in case feelings begin to run high.
I mean, we do have to worry about Arthur shooting somebody emotionally. I don't know about Tommy. It's not really behind the bar. You can still
Had a
grab
dream
it.
About a black cat last night, Paul. Means there is a traitor close by. It was you who told me that.
Black cat can mean lots of things. Are you seeing things, Thomas?
He's not seeing
Yes, I am.
things.
Yes, I am, very clearly.
Is that Michael?
I'd like to introduce you to my wife. I would also like to say something.
Yeah, you better.
I betrayed you,
Michael.
but only in my heart. But Gina stopped me. Gina said that
I told you to sit down, Michael. What happened on that ship?
this purser had friends who ran a whiskey distillery in County Tyrone. They wanted a way of getting their stuff into America, so I said, okay, invite them aboard. When they came in, I realised that they didn't make whiskey. They were Scottish, from Glasgow. That was when they started talking about you, Tom.
So
They said that Tommy Shelby was a spent force. It got
This
to
is
him,
exactly what he's afraid of.
that he was spent in the head.
Well, he already knows that.
That now was a good time to move in, and did I want to be a part of it?
So he's not completely paranoid.
What did you say, Michael?
I didn't have time to say anything. Coppers came on board. commander said the men from Glasgow were called Billy Boys.
Fucking Billy Boys.
Were
I don't
the...
know who the fuck Billy Boys are.
Ties with Belfast, UVF, Protestant Riser Gang. They also dabble in politics.
So,
You know, muscle,
not delightful.
got fat.
But you didn't know deal, Michael.
The reason Gina and I got married on the ship was because Gina is pregnant.
Is that true?
You're going to be a grandmother.
I mean, she's gonna like that, but...
Okay, Michael.
I mean, that all sounds believable.
Welcome home. Congratulations.
But what about the stock
Just
market?
remember, your unborn child has witnessed what you said,
Thomas.
and it will be born according to...
You are free to fucking leave, Michael.
You fucking bastard.
What is happening right
You lost this company a lot of money.
now? Yeah.
I told you to sell.
Why does no one listen to him?
Hold on.
Like an idiot.
I want you to pay me back what you owe me.
How much is that?
There's work you can do. There are risks you can take.
And how does Polly feel about that?
Honey, look at your cousin. He needs you. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Alright, so when the IRA came on board, did they know that Michael and... Are they like so the IRA has been involved with Tommy before. Did they do this on purpose? I don't like when I don't know exactly what's happening.
Black Cat Dream is never wrong, brother.
I don't know enough about, like, I know that he believes in all of these kinds of things because they're gypsies and that's sort of their family belief, I guess, but what? I don't really know enough or anything really about gypsies as a people. I should look into that. Shit, sorry.
Hello, we are the Billy Boys. We are the Billy Boys.
What the fuck? So I guess the Billy Boys were the ones who
Who the fuck are you?
sent Tommy the
These gentlemen are the Billy Boys.
explosives.
I'm Jimmy.
Oh!
Good. Mid broke so you can't talk.
What the fuck is happening?
You work in a particular capacity for Mr. Thomas Shelby, OBE. Am I right?
Did the Billy Boys have anything to do with the
I heard you're a fighter.
the
The
fuck
best.
the rebellious angels
Your
or whatever?
days are over. I need Mr. Shelby to understand. At best, has not good enough.
Oh! Well, I guess I was right when I said the Billy Boys were not good people. Are they gonna crucify him? Jesus fucking Christ! And they're just what? Are they just gonna make him watch?
Farewell, fighter boy. You died well.
Oh my god! Yep, it's definitely these people.
Tell Tommy Shelby it's time to fucking share.
Alright,
Otherwise,
so
it'll be Thomas Shelby who's crucified.
Tommy's definitely not being paranoid. Oh. Alright, so it's looking more like they are going to be the villain.
When you're
of the season.
This here is Billy Grant. Have a drink, Billy.
I can't, my voice is...
Drink, Bill.
Am I missing who this guy is?
I remember when Billy here made a living on the football pitch.
And now I'm a singer.
Oh, yeah?
Didn't you just watch me?
And he knows a few people too, didn't you, Bill, eh?
I do.
Useful.
I see.
I did invite you here to sing.
So why are we here?
Little singer.
So what is it that you want? Exactly.
Finn will explain.
Oh, Finn wanted a job, and
You'll listen to him,
here
won't
it
you,
is.
Bill, eh? You'll be attentive, won't you?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
As I hear, he'll show you the fucking consequences if you don't.
I feel like there are too many things happening in this episode.
Believe you.
Like, this is not somebody I know, right? We're just meeting him right now. And I haven't forgotten what I'm supposed to know.
Right, what I want from you, Billy, is for you to write down the name and a number next to every one of those football teams, yeah? People like to bet on those kind of things these days.
You're gambling in
Oh, we're still doing this.
Fix a horse race. To fix a football match, you give the goalkeeper £20.
And how do you fix a soccer match? I don't understand.
You're a peaky blinder now, Billy.
So here's the thing, I get what's happening in the sense that... Blah, 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 I get all that, but what does a name and a number mean?
What have you got there?
I've written a letter. For you. And Lizzie's written one to Tommy.
Oh, I guess...
Can I read it?
It's not finished yet.
I told you.
Stop drinking.
Are you pregnant?
And your bottles of snow are poured down the lavatory.
Oh, there goes your cocaine. So now
It's
she's
about me, is it?
back to not liking the lifestyle again.
About the future, about the company.
Alright, so Tommy is not paranoid.
Lizzie says Tommy won't live 2 more years if he carries on like this. He's gone too far. He's lost all the legitimate money in America.
No, that was Michael.
He's fixing races. He's fixing football.
Nope, that's me.
He's selling out the communists to the British intelligence.
Alright, well that part's
All the
true.
time,
That wasn't us. It's not fucking us.
It's to blow up, Arthur. It can't sustain. You know it.
If anybody is gonna blow up, it's gonna be Arthur.
I tell you, all you're gonna do is you're gonna be a good fucking wife.
I spend my day writing 2 letters and deciding which one to give. Looks like I'll have to give the other one.
What fucking other one?
Don't feed into this, Arthur. She's trying to make you crazy. Did he burn it too?
I burnt it.
So did Arthur. Did you read it first?
Yes.
Oh, that's a step up.
Did you read the bit about the lawyers?
Do you want to fuck?
I don't think that's what she's getting at.
It's Ruby's birthday today, Tommy.
Did he not know?
Do you know why I took her to Arthur's? Because she said she's scared of you.
Alright, well that's a legitimate reason.
But I bought a cake. Don't want you there. We're in the drawing room.
I'm in a room. And you're coming at me. It's okay. I want him to. Last thing I want is silence.
Yeah, we've learned silence for you is bad.
We don't have the fucking words.
And the worst thing is, I could have stayed at school. But we volunteered.
Still don't have the fucking words.
I mean, I really appreciate the fact that we're like into season 5 and we're all still dealing with what happened when they were in France.
Should you choose to depart, Tommy, either by your own hand or someone else's, the person who would take your place is me. I need to know there'll be something left.
Well, you know, Lizzie, in my head, I still pay you for it, so
What the fuck?
I have business.
I mean, he and Lizzie used to get along so well. And I don't know if what's happened here is the fact that she's been hanging out with Linda too much, because fuck Linda, or if it's just because of everything else going on and this is just adding to whatever's happening.
Yeah, I want to ask you some questions. About the night you met Michael Gray.
Oh!
Okay, kids, come on, let's go to bed quickly.
Why? Who's coming?
That's the thing, Charles. You don't know. You never know.
Oh! Oh, I guess.
Get out of the fucking car now! Or I'll open fire!
Oh! Oh! No, 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 no.
You're looking at the traitors? There's one! With his ribs messed up! The man's gone fucking mad up! They killed him. My son!
I know, I know.
Who did?
Oh, oh! I don't like the fact that his son is, like, standing back there.
Only Johnny Dogs and his kid knew where we were camped.
You don't get it fixed, you'll lose your arm.
I mean, I feel like...
How can a one-armed man avenge the death of his son, eh?
I don't think Johnny Dogs would have done that. I mean, he's been... Tommy's known him so much longer than him.
For you.
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh.
Get away from my house! All of you! Get away! I don't want you back!
Is she talking to Tommy?
You want to take on the Billy Boys? You need me alive.
Everyone fucking needs me.
I know!
Call an ambulance. Or a man will lose his arm.
Fucking go!
Tom. I'm no black cat. I know, Tom. I know. You know, of all of the people, you alone I know I can trust.
Oh. Fuck. So, the people from last episode are not the Billy Boys. They were somebody entirely different. Are we ever going to hear from them again? Because it really seems like the Billy Boys seem, which the name sounds very familiar. It must have been something that I must have heard about at some point in time. But because it seems like they're the ones now who are shaping up to take over this season as the new antagonist, I guess. All right, so a lot of stuff happened in this episode, and I think maybe even too much. Like, I've already sort of forgotten half of the shit I think that happened. But let's see. We open up with the Billy Boys crucifying, like, a scarecrow Tommy, putting, like, landmines or something like that surrounding it. I'm trying to remember what the notes was about the landmines, not that they were Billy Boys. But there definitely seems like they were, because they then crucified Bonnie, who was now dead. So that happened. And I don't know how they were able to do that unseen. I mean, every time somebody like drove past the window, Tommy was like, he had a machine gun and he was like hiding to see like who was happening and who was where and what was going on. It's hard to imagine that someone could have done that without him noticing. Although, I'm trying to think, was he away maybe? I don't know, but it happened somehow. The other thing that's going on is Lizzie is obviously spending time with Linda because of what's the problems that I guess she's got with Tommy right now. And it does not seem like the two of them together are good influences on each other. They seem to be rubbing off on each other poorly. And Linda apparently has now decided that she doesn't drink and Arthur doesn't do cocaine. And I am pro Arthur not doing cocaine because it freaks me out when he's on cocaine. But I don't like the fact that she just makes these decisions for him and then just assumes that he'll go with it. Now, in this episode, he was definitely a little more resistant to her than he has been previously. So maybe we're making some kind of a progress on that front. I don't know. But we didn't get to see the letter that she did write to him because he just burned it. No, he burned the first letter, didn't burn the second one. Tommy at least read his letter before he burned it from Lizzie. And here's the thing, like, I understand sort of Lizzie's point of view. It's a scary life, a hard life. You've got these kids. Tommy's gonna die. Like, regardless, at some point, even if he is the greatest, criminal strategy mind ever, he's going to die from something. I mean, it's 1929. Like, people didn't live that long. And I understand that she's in this place where she feels like she's got to protect herself and protect her kids, or kid. But on the same token, I feel like she knew exactly what she was getting into when she did this. When you marry a Peaky Blinder, you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. Although I don't know about Michael's wife, who I forgot, Gina. I don't know if she knows exactly what she's getting into because she hasn't been around this lifestyle. She's been hanging out with Michael, who's been essentially like rich and living it up in, they said New York, but I really thought he was in Chicago. But regardless, they know better than I do. So they've been living this like rich lifestyle essentially in New York. So she can be excused for not knowing exactly what she's getting herself into. And I'm wondering how much of a role she is going to play here, because she definitely feels like she'll sort of fit in with the family women-wise, because the women are outspoken and they sort of have their own ideas and stuff, and everybody sort of is okay with that. But she kind of reminds me of Esme a little bit, who kind of came in and was like, had her own ideas and wanted to talk in meetings and stuff, and Tommy let her kind of say whatever she wanted to say, but he didn't always take her advice necessarily. So I don't know. I am curious. I have a feeling that maybe she is going to kind of have the influence on Michael that Linda has on Arthur, but in like the reverse aspect. Like, she's going to be rubbing off, sort of, not rubbing off, but she's going to be, Linda made Arthur a little calmer, a little more religious, she pushed him a little bit in that direction. But I think that maybe Gina is going to push Michael in the other direction. She's going to be like wanting to be part of this lifestyle, I think. Maybe. And at this point, Tommy has said that Michael's sort of making up for not selling or getting out when he told him to, is going to be him doing, his payback is going to be doing a lot of like risky sort of things for the company and the business. And I wonder if she's going to be championing that for him. I have a feeling maybe she will be. I don't know. Other questions or things that happened. So Tommy and Ada went and had a meeting with, the fuck's that dude's name? Not Percy, but you know who I mean. and I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Something is happening. So here's what I know. Here's what I know. Tommy is head of the Labor Party, sort of working towards socialism, doing whatever he can for like the common man. That's his political viewpoint. It seems like the guy, and I wish I could remember his name right now, not necessarily. And Ada told Tommy not to meet with him because she thinks he's going in a direction of fascism. And he wants Tommy to go to Ireland and do something. I don't know what. But Tommy's resistant. He doesn't want to go to Ireland. He wants to help the people at home. But by helping the people at home, he's really just taking communists and giving their names back to the government, who then allow Tommy to keep some government contracts. There's a lot happening at this point in the show. I mean, not just like currently, but stuff is like building from other seasons, and trying to remember it all is kind of making my head hurt a little bit. I feel like I'm okay sort of when I'm watching, but then when I try to do a recap afterwards, it gets a little crazy. So I'm still not entirely sure what's happening with that right there. And then there was the, I guess, policeman who came to talk to Tommy about the reporter dying, and sort of the same deal happened. Like, nothing happened. Tommy was just like, listen, I don't have time for this. I don't know what's going on. We gotta go. So something is gonna happen from that, but I don't know what it is. And I don't exactly know. I don't know yet. I don't know. We'll have to come back to that at a later time. But we'll see. What else happened in this episode? Michael came back, married, lost the money, doing the thing. I think I got most of that out. That was So, that's my other question. So, Michael's story, I honestly don't know if it's true. It sounds believable, but I don't know if it's true. Is that some IRA members, sort of captured him, I guess, because he was overheard talking to people who were trying to move product into America, I think. And he's like, and they said to Michael, I know that you know Tommy and maybe you could help me, essentially. And then the IRA came and took over. So my question is twofold. One, is this the same IRA members who Tommy was, I don't want to say working for before, but being used by before? And did they pick up Michael specifically to try to get Tommy back under their thumb a little bit? Or was this like a complete coincidence? And they just were like, we know Tommy is in a high standing position. We know you know him. Let's take advantage of this situation, not having anything to do with the previous IRA situation with Tommy. I don't know. But the big overarching sort of theme of this episode is that, well, when we started, the question is Tommy paranoid that everybody is trying to usurp him? Or is this actually happening? And it's definitely happening. Definitely happening. There's no question about that. However, I think Tommy is also paranoid about it. But both things can be true at the same time. He is paranoid about the situation, and the situation is happening. So, I'm very curious to see how this plays out, because we've got the Billy Boys now who want to take over. We've got the people from the first episode who wrote the letter that want to take over. He's concerned that Michael wants to take over. Lizzie, in this episode was like, you're going to die and I'm going to take over. So, like, and then he left by saying to Johnny Dogs, you're the only one who, like, I really feel like is on my side, and I trust you over everyone else. And that's interesting, because I'm almost certain that he has no interest in taking over for Tommy. But, fuck, this was a hell of an episode. But I mean, I say that about all the episodes, but this was really good. I enjoyed it very, very much. And it's been like an hour and 15 minutes that I have been blathering on at this point. So I think, even though there are probably more things that I could say, I think I'm going to stop here. So, hopefully you had a good time. I certainly did. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!